All right. I don't know what this message is about or who it is for, other than it is Friday. So some Venus energy, Aphrodite energy. And then as I was getting ready to record, I felt really nervous, which honestly, I don't actually feel too nervous when I turn the camera on. It feels kind of just natural. And it felt a little bit more like the type of nervous that you would feel. It's like an excited nervous, as though you were about to go on a date. And that I was laughing a little bit, like giggling, when I was sitting down here and sipping on some tea. So, hi, welcome if you're new, and welcome if you're returning. It's nice to be here. It's nice to have you here with me. Let's see what this is about. I do get like love life, and I was wanting to record maybe like a love reading because it's not usually what I do. It hasn't really been my MO or my thought process for the past 5-6 years. And I can't help but notice that so many of the readings, although they're all about our collective transformation, because that is happening for me and you, if you're here. Even though all of that is happening, there's still these love messages that are kind of like presenting themselves very gently. And there's almost this feeling of like, it catches you by surprise when you notice that they've been there for a long time. Like, it's not something that's like a total surprise. This is weird. What is this about? Let's see. I just want to pick one of these cards to get a general vibe, idea. Give me a little bit more clarity. Just overview, picture. Who is this reading for and what is going on? What is that excited nervousness? Like hoping to have a good time. 6 of Swords. That's interesting. 6 of Arrows. I mean, okay, let's say this is about a date. You've been on dates before. They haven't worked out. That could be a little bit of like the nerves. Otherwise, maybe you're currently looking at new horizons and stepping away from a situation that was maybe a little bit like mentally challenging or even broken. Walking away from a broken mindset. That's kind of interesting. Or like a way of thinking. Maybe you're walking away from someone who thinks very pessimistically, and you're one who finds that optimism is helpful for you, right? I'm not saying one's right or wrong. It's just an example. But anyway, 6 of Swords, moving away from something not so great to something better. Okay. Warrior and Chariot in reverse. Yeah, something not working in the past, not moving forward in the past. Maybe even some feeling like backstabbing or heartbreak, lies, blah, 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 and illusion. Disillusion. What? Okay, so that's what you're walking away from. Good. Yeah, good. Good riddance. Yeah. Something not balanced again in the... I say again because I think this was in yesterday's reading, but the 6 of Stones. So the 6 of Pentacles, balance in your everyday life, 3D life, the physical, material possessions in your life, who you share them with in a harmonious way. There wasn't a harmonious sharing of these physical possessions. Maybe a divorce happened. I mean, there's that broken arrow, and then we got lies, backstabbing, and illusion. Something coming to a halt, not moving forward in the recent past. 444 was on the clock when I said that. Okay. What's happening now, Spirit, for whoever I'm reading for? A lot. A new king. Ah, good. Sorry. A lot. There's a lot happening for you right now. And it's stuff to get excited about, even though you might want to have a little like sarcasm there. It's like there's a little protection. You might have a lot of prominent Cancer in your chart. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe this other person has a lot of prominent Cancer in their chart. I don't know. Maybe not. That's just a hyper specific thing for somebody. But regardless, there's someone that it seems like they are already in your life, wanting to share a lot more emotional support with you, which is beautiful. And you're not going to feel like you need to balance things with this person, or that you ever need to like leave because it's toxic. It's actually a place you feel really safe in. It's the opposite of what you're walking away from. An end to hot and cold behavior. Wow, literally. The grandfathers. Star. There's a lot of healing energy here. This person could remind you of an elder, whether they're still alive or not, who's in your life, who you really admire. They might have this person, this King of Cups, could, and there you go with the water signs too, right? Cancer energy, could be Pisces energy, Scorpio energy, doesn't have to be. But yeah, there is this nurturing figure with a lot of wisdom and healing. And they're literally the opposite of what you're walking away from and moving towards. So that's beautiful. And then in the near future, Apprentice of Fools. So that would be the Page of Cups. Cute, sweet, slow, very, what is the word? It's like, it's really, okay, I guess chivalry could be one of the words, but like it's very sweet and gentle, and I keep wanting to say appropriate. Like maybe you've dealt with a lot of inappropriate behavior in the past, whatever that means for you. But this person brings in the opposite. They bring you safety. They bring you a feeling of being cared for, consistency. You never have to guess with them. They're like solid. And so with that, and then being a King of Cups persona, whether this is a man or a woman, then there's also a lot of emotional intelligence and like heart openness, heart expansion. They could be a healer. They definitely, no matter if they're a healer or not, like they know that they are, or they're, you know, there are people who know that they're healers. There are people who don't know they're healers, and they're healers, okay? Regardless, this person comes in and provides so much healing energy, and it's clear that they've done so much healing work on themselves. And so things move really appropriately in whatever that means to you. And I'm seeing gentle and slow. Page of Cups. It's like a really like, hey, can I take you out to coffee sometime? Do you want to go for a walk with me? It's just like spending more time together. There being romantic interest, feelings, heart shared emotions. And if there's someone here that has been listening and has walked away from something really broken, and I'm not laughing at you, it's just like there's literally a broken arrow here. And arrows are a representation of truth for me. They're like the sword. I mean, the arrow is the swords. It's just another whatever you've been walking away from, regardless of whoever this King of Cups is, my point, whatever whoever this King of Cups figure is, this really emotionally mature, nurturing human being who's done a lot of work on themselves and wants to care for you. It doesn't mean there has to be a romantic context, though I'm pretty sure that's what we're talking about, since that's the whole vibe that I came in with. But that being said, there could just, in the meantime, maybe you're like, well, I have no idea who this person is. They have not presented themselves to me yet, but I also have a family member who's an elder who's caring for me at this time. That is perfect. And what that's doing is it's kind of like relaying a set of patterns for you to accept unconditional love that isn't there to get something in return. But that the love is just, it's just there. Hopefully you can think of a few people in your life where that just exists. And there's never really a, will you owe me for this? Or, there's just like a genuine unconditional love. 11/11 when I said that. Drinking some peppermint tea. Can get cozy. Hang out. I'm going to be here for 30 minutes or so. Okay. So no matter who this person is, they're helping to heal you and provide just so much more emotional support, like really emotional support that you've not received in a while. Feels. The advice. Advice, please. There's an incredible, it's been raining. There's just this beautiful mist moving through the pine trees as the rains are moving out for the day. They'll be back. It's supposed to be raining all week. What's the advice? It's just a lot of cleansing energy. Maybe you need to cleanse yourself. Do some more cleansing work. Okay, so we have a 5 of Stones sideways. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty... Okay. If you've already moved out or away from, like you lived together from this broken relationship, broken dynamic, you're in an in-between before you move into your own space. If you haven't moved out of this space that you feel there's just a broken dynamic there, this is time to do so. Most things are direct right now when I am recording this video. Check and see what the current transits are whenever you're watching this, because this is timeless. But there is definitely a recommendation here for you to moving on up. Or if you've done that recently, then this is just validating that the temporary home that you're in. So if this is with a family member, I'm just getting that for someone here, they've gone through a divorce or a separation, or that they know that there's no going back. And so if you're with a family member or a friend who is this King of Cups at this time, then that's absolutely perfect in the timing of everything. And again, it's helping you, okay? And it's helping you to move into this new beginning and into your own space. Can you give me more information, please? Okay, for some of you, you're walking away from a relationship with either a woman, literally, or a person in their distorted feminine energy, meaning this can be a man or a woman who is the opposite of nurturing, the opposite of giving, the opposite of intuitive, the opposite of feeling. They're feminine in the sense that this distorted feminine energy, whereas like divine masculine energy, okay, they're the opposites completely. If you're gonna have like a graph like this with divine, am I getting way confusing, and am I confusing myself right now? Maybe a little bit. Let's go back. Okay, this environment is, there's someone there who is in the distorted feminine energy, which is essentially like, can appear to be not only greedy and potentially entitled, but lazy and hypocritical. So not doing anything to really deserve what they're demanding. And there's a lot of mental conflict that they're trying to stir up for you that you're continuing to alchemize. I don't remember what exactly yesterday's reading was, but I talked about this card a lot in it. So check it out if you're feeling this message. But yeah, you're alchemizing so much energy being sent your way. And it's pretty apparent that it's from this person. There's the potential that there's just someone else that's also vibrating at this energy that's in or near the environment that you're temporarily in, away from this other person. And there are similarities where you're like, can I please get a break from this? Can I get away from this? If that is the case, and take this with a grain of salt and take this with love, there's something inside that is really vibrating within you that's like calling this in. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. Don't claim this if that's not yours. If that's not yours. It's just something to reflect upon, and to make sure that, you know, there aren't any ways in which, like, for me, hypocrisy really is a pet peeve of mine. And there are times where I look back at behaviors and I think, oh, that was kind of hypocritical. You know, and then move forward and try not to, you know, just try to be more aware. Like that's how I think about it for me. So there's maybe something there for you. Only take that if it resonates. But there is this feminine energy, again, man or woman, that is like the opposite of this beautiful divine feminine energy that can create a very sacred and restful environment that is nurturing and where you feel like you can create worlds, you know, very giving in not only resources, but literal like energy and emotion and presence and life force. Like, this is divine feminine energy. So there's someone in the environment around you that's like, not that. It might sound pretty redundant, so I apologize if that is, but it's not for somebody. It's for somebody. Okay. Oof. It's the Queen of Swords in reverse, basically. It's the teaching lodge of the arrows in reverse. So I had to like translate that over in my head and be like, oh yeah, what are the lodges? This deck is really cool. It's just, I love the imagery. I love the different take on the traditional messages. Can we get the outcome, please, Spirit? Sorry, thank you. Can we find out what this is, what's happening in the outcome here for the person that is resonating with this reading? There's still like a lot in the air. There's still a lot in the cards. Not all the cards are laid out. You don't know all the facts yet. You're in the middle of this process. But there's the Strength card, and it says healing. Spending time in nature or with animals could be especially important for you at this time. Getting away from those people who feel like they just are trying to stir things up, stir up drama, or create challenges for you. You've got a lot of different energies around you at this time. Just like in the beginning of this video, like there was a lot that kind of came out all of a sudden. And truthfully, you know, you're alchemizing so much energy, which is a lot of heavy duty spiritual work. And so make sure you are also cleansing yourself. That rain message, that taking a salt bath. If you live near the ocean and it's not freezing wintertime right now, you're in the southern hemisphere, maybe get in the ocean. Let's see. You are being urged to protect yourself. 7 of Wands is this card, so that is usually holding your own opinion, your own mental attitude, your own ideas, your connection to spirit and source, right? No matter who's trying to throw their thoughts your way, which you're receiving a lot of that from different people in different ways, and you're alchemizing all of it. This is really, really powerful and honestly draining work. It's very, very tiring. So making sure that you're spiritually protecting yourself and cleansing yourself is very, very important. And there's a ritualization here with your routine. There's a ceremonial factor that could help maybe like spice it up and make you interested in following it for a while. Because I know for many of us, routine feels repetitive and daunting, and in a way, or just some of us just don't like it, or at periods of our time we've hated it and now we love it. Ouch. I do. But I love my routines because I've put so much ritual in with them. Piscean moon here. Scorpio rising. So there's this recommendation here to do a little bit, this looks like a Native American rain dance in a way, or I really am not studied on Native American culture or practices, so forgive me if I am completely speaking incorrectly about that. If you know any more about that, you can share in the comments below. But this does just give me protecting yourself, but also a message that you're highly spiritually protected while you're going through this. This feels challenging. The moon in reverse in the back. You found out about stuff that just was really, if you felt backstabbed. I'm so sorry about that. I want to get a few angel messages just to close this out. I hope you guys are doing well. I love this channel so much, and my intention here is to create a life where I can be present pretty much daily on this channel. Because this is a part of my daily ritual and routine, honestly, is giving myself a card reading, and I really enjoy doing it for you. This is a hobby. I don't charge for card readings. I've dabbled in that in the past. It just doesn't, it's not my bread and butter. It's not my main passion or desire, and I think it would turn me off from tarot and card readings in general if I really took it on. It is a hobby. It's a divination practice. I also really like numerology, but I have zero interest in creating a channel on that. When I really am into human design, zero interest in creating and getting into that. I'd love to have a human design reading. Hey, any of you out there do that? But this is something that in my own spiritual practice has brought me so much patience and guidance and calm and understanding. Okay? My bread and butter is I'm an astrologer. I don't talk too much about astrology on this channel, but I've built out my own store. And if you would like to purchase your own birth chart reading interpreted by me, you can check it out. The link is in my bio, and I would love to read for you. I genuinely love doing that. And I've been working on some astrology stuff on the side. So you'll find maybe 1 or 2 different channels of mine eventually that are purely astrology based. In the meantime, hi, thank you for being here. Subscribe if you're into it or want to stick around. my plan, yes, just to recommit to this. So, thank you for helping me to grow. Wrapping up this reading for the collective tuning in. What's just the takeaway messages here, please, Spirit? 2 different oracle cards in this deck together. I think one is the Angel Therapy deck and the other is the Angels of Abundance deck. But honestly, I don't know where the boxes are. I don't remember. I don't know what anything is. They just live together. I have a few decks that throughout the years have been like, we want to be together. One of them I tried separating after a few years and it felt so wrong. And the energies of them were like, the hell are you doing? Like, put us back together. So I don't know if you read cards and you're drawn to do that, like, yeah, it is a thing. You can. Okay. Indigo, block out distractions, cancel, clear, delete, throat chakra in reverse. Working on the throat chakra. Communication, communication was clearly off for a while with this person. You are incredibly sensitive, and I mean that in the best way possible, right? Like, think of someone who's missing one of their 5 senses. The other senses get stronger to compensate. That's just like one thing to think about in this. Another thing to think about in this is we're literally here with these 5 senses to experience the world. Think about if you lived here and you didn't have any of the 5 senses. You wouldn't be able to experience living this life in this world, on this planet, in this galaxy and multiverse that's like, there's lots of stuff happening. So the senses are vital for us to live here, to survive and thrive here. And so sensitivity, yes, it has gained a really negative context in the past. And there are still times where I will say to someone like, you have a lot of sensitivity or you're very sensitive, and it could be misinterpreted as something that's negative, when in fact it's very positive, especially if you are in the more spiritual, you find that you really are drawn to spiritual realms. If you feel really connected to the spiritual world, you will be highly sensitive. And that does have its drawbacks, of course, and it has its positive sides. And so it looks as though for a while we've been in the same boat. Clearly, we've been in the same boat. I've definitely, oh my gosh, I think this is like a whole nother video, but just heart and mind coherence and how important it is. And if your heart and mind are in different places and you're trying to like live one life, but your mind is taking you one way and your heart's trying to pull you in a different direction, it just eats away at you. And you have freed yourself. This definitely is a continuation reading in many ways from the reading yesterday, so go back and check that out. But basically, like, you're being urged to really work with your throat chakra and to rebalance it and to continue to block out distractions and cancel, clear, delete. This is also negative thoughts that come into your head because you're going through a lot. You're transmuting so much energy and you're moving on to better. And if this new love is in your life, like, they're definitely just helping you to move forward. And that also could be maybe part of why there's a little bit extra drama from people coming your way. Or if you aren't in like a new romantic thing, where you don't like know who this person is, where you feel it percolating, then there is someone that is very, very loving and nurturing and a presence in your life that does embody wisdom and maturity, whether they're younger or older than you. They're taking care of you while you're going through this clearing of the old. Okay? Sending you so much love, and I'm so proud of you because it's so much work. Like, take those salt baths, do your cleansing meditations, do your protection meditations, whatever you are intuitively guided to do. Pay attention to your dreams as well. Maybe dream journaling could be a really important practice for you. That is, your guides are saying to continue to do it. Or if you have not picked up a strong journaling practice, dream journaling is an amazing way to start up a journal practice. And potentially, even if you were to never journal in any other way, dream journaling could maybe even be like the most important form of journaling, because it connects you to your subconscious mind and it brings you so much information. Sending you so much love. Look forward to reading for you in the future. And I look forward to reading for you some cards tomorrow. Okay, bye.